This episode dedicated to Tom's favorite book of all time, A Million Little Pieces.
A Million Little Lies.
A Million Little, the groundbreaking tale of a man who, what was the big thing? He just like went to rehab.
He had a bad life. He had a bad life, but then he made his life completely dog shit.
Okay. No, but like, what was the point of the book? He like,
if you have a bad life, you will persevere.
No, but he just like went to rehab.
I never got that far into.
He just has the same story as like millions of people, and then like, but I'm special somehow.
Have not read the book.
You did though. It's your favorite book. You've told me about it constantly. You're like, oh, dude, when I was reading Million Little Pieces, it changed my life. Oh my god, what an inspiration I was. And then I told you about the Oprah thing. That she fucking gotcha'd him. Which is like, that might have been the last like gotcha like moment in American history. Her just inviting this poor man onto his fucking like, well, hey, like this fucking grifter. It's just like, yeah, dude, I did it. Like, that was the last time anyone called that a grifter. Ever. Yeah. like she was just like, yeah, what an inspirational story. But it just turns out you lying, nigga. Like
no, that was two different interviews.
What do you mean?
She gave him the
good one, and then she brought him back.
millions of dollars by bringing him on as the Oprah Book Club. And like coming on, they had the whole episode. They cried. She had to like, and then the scandal came out. Even though he did nothing wrong, I wish I could remember his name.
Yeah, but James Frey. She like outed this guy.
Did nothing wrong.
He just wrote a fucking a false.
I believe it's the
right?
No, and I believe it's the publisher.
Whoa, that taught him to sauce it up.
Like, sell this as a memoir because then it's just a book.
Yeah.
Like a memoir, it's like
damn. So this guy's just a regular guy.
He
went down hard on Oprah.
It was like, oh, I'll dabble in fiction right now.
Yeah.
I remember my aunt who just fucking loved church and God. I think that's where the book came from. I think they gave it to all the kids like in Sunday school. It was some poor kid with like 3 first names. And it was like the boy they forgot or some shit like that. The boy locked in a cage, some shit.
Yeah.
And it was about him being in the basement and like having a shit and piss in a bucket and like being chained up.
This is a children's book?
It was a book that somebody gave to my cousins that I read some of it, just fascinating.
But was it marketed to children or adults? Like, what was it like?
I think it was just one of those God's Not Dead type of like. It doesn't matter because it's holy. It's wholesome. Like even though it was about him being like.
Was it like a chick tract? You know, one of those little pamphlets that's like, you don't hold the girl's hand or you're gonna go to hell. Like,
oh my
one of
God.
those like really like
I love
dramatically
those
animated pamphlets.
I love getting those.
Yeah,
I'm always like, wow, someone needs to see this. This is funny stuff.
Right? If you masturbate, you're not only damning yourself, but all your seed to eternal damnation. It's like, all right,
I might be onto something.
Yeah.
They jerk off the
like
way I
that
am.
level of shit. Yeah. Right?
The boy who
you're in the same shit I'm into. I guess.
The boy who was raised as a dog.
That's real.
Oh, I'm sure that's real. Actually,
I mean that's probably real.
I know that's
a very
real.
like Southwest, like
yeah. I was just
a lot of meth lab guy, like dads,
it does seem like a West Coast thing.
Yeah. You gotta have the weather. You gotta have the weather.
Kids that bark in elementary school.
You gotta have the weather. Yeah. You can't do that shit out east.
Yeah,
it's too cold out here to fucking.
Okay.
A dog child. They have a feral child.
I can't be treating this kid like a dog. Too cold.
I found it. Check out the cover. Tell me this isn't some God shit.
Be able to shovel.
Oh,
whoa!
The silhouette of a hand holding this boy's chin up, but it's also
I love that this book is supposed to be Christian.
Clouds.
It's like, what more reason to have abortion free?
Yeah, free and like accessible.
Shitty people are gonna have
the
children.
Extraordinary inspirational story. That implies that it's true.
No. Inspirational.
He's now Tom Cruise.
Inspirational story just means inspirational story.
Mother had even stopped using
This is true.
Mother had even stopped using my name, referring to me only as the boy.
Oh, they fucked him.
I loved it when Dad was home. It meant no beatings, mirror treatments, or long searches for her missing thing.
Mirror treatments.
Father became my protector. These are the most popular highlights on Kindles.
Wow, so this is like an anti-mom book too.
Which is kind of crazy. You don't usually see that.
No, you don't see that.
Where the dad's like the good guy.
So
wow.
This is like really. This is why we have
like
people who are in love with Johnny Depp. And guys have always been the victims.
Check out
because these ladies brought us into the world.
Check out this quote. This is the editor was like, put this in there. People are going to be like, this is such an important piece that I'm reading. With no dreams, I found that words like hope and faith were only letters randomly
let's
put
go.
together into something meaningless.
Fucking go.
Oh.
Words only for fairy tales.
Okay.
I guarantee later in this book, after all the torture
go
and abuse,
down
he
now
finds God. This is
into
like go.
the
This is like go
darkness.
ask Alice for like I don't know potential child torturers.
Dude, those were just Hawthorne Heights lyrics.
I
I
mean,
don't know if that was. Yeah, I think that was actually. Yeah.
That's pretty funny. They're like, yeah, like so. Oh no.
It
Okay.
says a child called It is a real life story of the indomitable human spirit told through the eyes of a child who will pay any price in order
Whoa!
to,
Whoa!
Whoa.
in
Whoa.
order to succeed.
That,
yeah,
that
dude.
child's getting fucked.
Who will pay?
Oh my God.
No, dude, I'm thinking of like a fucking Liam Neeson. Like he's like snapping people's necks to like.
Yeah, he
He'll pay
he
any
grows up
price.
to be like an
He'll do-
assassin.
Like there's like a torture scene with the kid like like
oh no.
like cutting him.
Bro, he called the fucking first thing is calling out his mom by name for being a real horrible piece of shit.
Got her.
Fuck you, Catherine.
Wait. This is supposed to be
It's
A
real. They say it's
biography.
real. It's a memoir.
a memoir.
A ghastly, fascinating memoir. His mother, Catherine Roerva, was a dedicated Cub Scout.
Let's not
leader.
listen. Let's not fucking. Trash
Okay,
the
yeah,
city.
no, let's see.
Let's not put his latest full name.
she
on the
smashed
shit.
his
I don't-
face
I
into
don't know.
mirrors
I don't know
and,
when she did that.
You know they know about
Oh, that's what a mirror
They
treatment
fed,
is.
she fed him. She fed him ammonia.
No.
She
That
fed
rules.
him.
No, stop. That's what a mirror treatment is.
Yeah.
Did she like buy new mirrors every
Yeah.
time? Because you run out of mirrors
It
eventually.
sounds like a WWE thing. Like,
Yeah, dude.
Oh
Like,
no, she's
hold
doing a
up.
mirror
no,
treatment.
don't
He had
stop.
to-
No, I'm still on mirrors. What the fuck? She's just willing to rack up that much bad luck over and over and over just to fucking fuck with this kid.
Yeah.
She was a real fucked up lady.
It
like,
says he was forced to eat the contents of his siblings' diapers
got his ass,
and
dude.
burned over a gas stove by that maniacal alcoholic mom. Fuck you, Catherine.
Damn, dude. Catherine's
Sometimes-
kind
That's
of
kind
fun.
of
Yeah.
terrible.
Okay. As far as like child abuse goes, she's really like, setting a bar of like,
Yeah.
I've never, usually it's just
Eating
like,
shit.
usually it's just like, oh, my dad would come home and he'd like slap me around and like yell at my mom. But it's just like, this lady's like, I'm buying new mirrors every fucking Saturday to fucking smash this kid's face into.
Then she probably
She's like, I'm going through the trouble of having another kid so this kid can shit and my first kid can eat the shit. Like,
I'm not.
She's like, the little baby I can feed breast milk.
Yeah.
The other one, he's gonna have to eat the baby shit.
yeah.
Actually,
Mama needs money.
It's actually.
My mama needs money for fucking 7 and 7s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah.
You know she drinks something weird too. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god. Yeah. She just like drinks mouthwash.
Yeah.
Wait. This image on Google Images replaced it with a black kid's face.
Got him. Let's go.
What?
Let's
I
go.
guess whoever,
Got
it's
him.
translated
It's
into all these
probably
other
not real
languages.
then.
Yeah.
probably
A book
just
that
like
broke a
got
million
him.
hearts.
They do like what's that? There's just Fargo. It,
Yeah. Got him.
Oh boy.
That is something, dude.
I
They're,
can't-
all right,
they're-
I'll
them
leave-
Christians, they don't know when to stop, dude. With their media,
Yeah, they always
Dude.
go the farthest, and then they like, oh my god.
I was thinking about something I saw when I was a youngster in CCD, which was a animated cartoon where
Mhm.
it's like a tree is cut down. That's how it's the beginning of it. The tree is cut down, and through the tree's movement and shit, he learns about Jesus.
Oh fuck.
Whoa, he's like the Isaac Newton of Christianity. Like,
Well, what do
he
you
sees
what,
gravity,
what
he's
do
like,
you
"Yo,
what do you
dope."
think? What do you think is going to happen to this tree?
the tree. Wait, the tree's getting cut down.
The
Oh, it gets turned
tree's
into
been
a
cut.
Bible.
Yeah, it's gonna.
The tree's been
become
cut
Bibles.
down, and throughout his journeys, this hearing people talk about this Jesus Christ figure.
Uh-huh.
Well,
What the fuck?
I-
the
I-
tree?
Yeah, and, all right, and we all know what Jesus' job was,
Little
right? He was
tree
he's a carpenter.
Oh
so
my
this
god!
motherfucker's cutting up lots of wood, and I think looking back on it, you're probably watching this thinking, "Oh, this tree is going to go into Jesus's workshop." Nah, dude, this tree becomes the cross. The cross that they put
Whoa.
Jesus on.
Yo.
And, they cut him up. And, he's like, ah!
Yeah,
So,
he's all fucked
actually,
up.
he's not like in pain, but like he's just like confused. He's a confused tree the whole time.
Mm.
But I something that recently made me think of like if that tree really knew what Jesus did when like what his job was, he'd be like, yeah, motherfucker,
Yeah,
crucify him.
yeah, get it
Make me
out.
a horrible crucifix. Like,
You killed my brother, motherfucker.
Yeah, like he's like, you've cut up all my family.
My whole family.
You guys just,
That's how you destroy my family.
you know, this tree
It's
is
about
already
time you
doesn't
got your
know much about humans, and so he's learning about Jesus, and he's like, his job is what?
What? Yeah. It's like it's about time someone gave you your fucking just due, you motherfucker.
Let me hop back in here because I've been paying no attention. I have one more thing about this grifter, Dave Pelzer, who made all this bullshit up. It says they talked to his family. Some guy like asked the right questions. Steven, his youngest brother Steven, denies that any abuse took place and says David was placed in foster care because he started a fire and was caught shoplifting. Another brother kind of corroborated it in his own book, you know,
Yeah,
for money. So listen,
cash.
the
so
child.
Steven is the one who said there was no abuse. In regard to this,
That's
Dave...
because Steven was the younger brother, right? He's like,
Yeah.
yeah, motherfucker, you ate my shit.
Listen,
Pussy.
it turns
he started
out-
bullying him too as he grew up. He's like, you
Yeah.
fucking pussy.
It says mum, so I'm not gonna say it in a British voice, but now we know he's British. In regard to this, David has said that Stephen is semi-retarded. He has Bell's
Whoa.
palsy. He
Whoa.
worshipped my mum. He misses her terribly because she protected him. He's like,
Damn, see, the story goes
actually,
deeper.
our mom didn't abuse you. He just said, "Shut up, you're semi-retarded.
Yeah.
Shut up,
Oh,
semi-retard."
It actually gets sadder
That's
when
tough.
the real story is actually
Yeah,
sadder.
dude.
It's just like no one in this family likes one another.
Yeah. Which actually just a true, like, you know, fucking family story where it's like, oh no, everyone's wrong.
I love
everyone's been doing.
I
the
love
wrong thing.
siblings publicly talking shit. It's so funny.
Yeah. Wasn't there some like congressman that was like, you know, running for office? Or some
Do
shit?
not vote for our piece of
Yeah,
shit brother. It was
We
like
we
all his
hate him.
siblings.
Yeah. He had like 6 or 7 brothers and sisters, and they're all like, yeah, we don't fuck with this guy.
Yeah,
like,
dude. We're over him. We've been over him.
like, how much more fuck can you get as a candidate if like 'cause that's all you got to run on if you're a fucking right wingers, like tradition, family, blah blah all that shit. But if your whole family's like, yo, this guy sucks. Like,
My sister Helen is a libtard bitch.
Yeah,
Slap-
it's
like stamping it over her face on the on the
I
rebuttal
guess they
commercial.
go the other way. They need to start doing it that way, huh? Just guys being like,
Don't listen to what she said.
Yeah. She voted for fucking. I don't know. Who do people vote for? I totally checked out.
Biden.
Yeah. I was like,
Biden.
Who do
is the guy
people?
we're angry about. Yeah.
Oh,
Look
they're
what
out
I
there.
did
Right.
to gas prices.
Oh
You
god.
seen those stickers?
No, oh, people.
It'll
like,
be like a little Joe Biden character pointing at the gas price on the pump
Oh,
and said, I
yes.
did that.
Yes.
And
I've seen that. Yeah.
But I really want to see the ones where it's like an Exxon CEO.
Dude, this
who
country-
really is like, no, I did that.
I love how like
that would be.
someone's just making a fucking
That'd be
dollar off
cooler.
of that shit already. They're like, yo, okay, we gotta start making these stickers, right? Because we're selling
Yeah.
these stickers about
the
like,
news cycle is driven by like you ever see that van that parks in Walmarts that is just like covered in like "Let's Go Brandon" flags and shit, and they just like you can just go up to it and buy like your Trump gear,
wait, this
flags,
is
t-shirt.
an actual place or what are you
There's
saying?
a big van that like drives around and it sells. It's like a merch store on wheels.
Where the
Oh,
fuck, wait, where
man.
the fuck is this?
It pulls into Walmart parking lots in New Jersey.
I actually saw
It's like a "Let's Go Biden," "Let's Go Brandon."
I saw a great Let's Go
Flag
Brandon
shirt.
sticker on a windshield that was put on incorrectly, so only the driver could read "Let's Go Brandon," and someone like me, a spectator from the outside, just saw like a mirrored image of "Let's Go Brandon."
Oh,
Like
the
the L.
Well, it's for him. It's for him.
It's for him, but it's like to me, I'm like, you're gonna have it on the car. You're like, just people are staring at "Let's Go Giants." Oh, Brandon.
Didn't we do that? Didn't we look up
who
like
is this guy that just drives around?
he's a guy who has also a shit ton of flags poking off the top. Let Make America Great Again. Don't look at me. I didn't vote for Biden. Don't blame it on me. I voted for Trump.
Hey, I didn't vote at all.
yeah, like that. He just has like fucking Capitol riot stickers, tour shirts, like you know, like
Yeah.
yeah.
I toured.
I
and that-
survived the news.
Yeah.
I toured
It's got
Capitol Hall.
It's got tour dates on it, but it's just like one date.
It's just one.
It's just one
Yeah.
date. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's sick.
I invaded the Capitol on January 6th, and all I got was this lousy T-shirt.
That's like a
And I had to
Like
change
I
my-
was a self-incriminating T-shirt.
This
dude.
self-incriminating T-shirt.
People will make a whole business idea out of like absolutely nothing. Like
Oh.
that guy, like he's gonna be the type that's like. I run a small business and this is totally unfair. It's like you run a you run a business that's super temporary anyway. Like it should only be like it's like being a guy that writes like makes like World Cup like gear and shit and just like no yeah you knew it was a dip and dodge like you had to get your money and get the fuck out like
you know, I used to see this lady with a little stand, and she would sell like water, some random fruits, and then she'd always have like umbrellas or like random like selfie stick or like glasses. And I never saw anyone buying stuff from her, but I do remember when after the passing of George Floyd, all of a sudden this lady was stacked with like "I can't breathe" shirt, Black Lives Matter flag, and I always saw her doing business, and I was like, I can't believe in this tragedy, this lady is one of the people. Like, good for her.
That's
like,
what I mean. That's what I mean.
It's
It's like, dude,
bringing in the money.
This country won't ever stop commodifying shit, even in like a tragedy like that. It's just like, nah, like we gotta get this down.
Nah,
like, how do I, what can I sell to like get like, dude? Oh my god, I was walking home from work the other day, and I was just like, I guess there was like a Limp Bizkit concert like at MSG, and I just heard some guy like, Limp Bizkit t-shirts, y'all? Anybody? Still Limp Bizkit shirts? Limp Bizkit shirts?
Yeah,
I was
those
like,
guys, because they gotta sell the shirts tonight.
yes, they have to, or else they gotta get the fuck out of Dodge. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking sick. Like they're just like, all right, we gotta like. That's just such a like a fucking wild way to live. I don't know. Just by I'm selling this one thing right now for this week, and then I gotta fucking dump all this shit and get new product.
No, I'm picturing
Something
like,
else, like, yeah.
I'm picturing like a no dialogue, like Breaking Bad type montage. They're packing it all up. She got all her George Floyd gear, I can't breathe t-shirts. He's putting his Limp Bizkit shit, and they all slowly like slip in between alleyways of like buildings in the city, and they congregate again, and it's like the Limp Bizkit truck, and they just follow off to the next place. Dude. Like when they like how they're all packaging drugs on Breaking Bad, hiding them inside of like ice cream and shit.
The Limp Bizkit economy.
Yeah, dude.
They do it. We're doing it.
I can't
Americans are doing it all for the nookie.
I can't believe yeah. I can't believe they weren't selling like the fucking red fitteds, the Yankee caps.
That's that, and well, that's where the lawsuits probably.
Also, Limp Bizkit played MSG. I didn't even know that. That's why it was a crazy Friday. It was a wild.
I did
Friday.
see billboards for them. I saw a billboard for them playing at like the PNC.
It had to have been some like grunge fest, you know?
No.
Oh, you also remember too a lot of stuff that was supposed to happen in 2020 is now happening now.
There's,
like,
so many.
There's still so many and then even when stuff was starting to get normal again at one point in 2021, things started getting delayed again. So there's so much stuff that's just like old that is
anything happened in anywhere where we were in like high school or college. And they were going to do like a 10 or 15 year tour. Those are all happening now. So like all your favorite bands you can go see.
All these old bands,
even like I was seeing that the Strokes are opening up for the Red Hot Chili Peppers. And I'm like,
I'm going to see that.
And I'm like, damn, shouldn't the Strokes be like
headlining?
And then I'm thinking like, oh, next year they'll be doing like, oh, our 20-year anniversary stuff. Now we're headlining.
I saw him headlining at a festival in Atlanta, and the dude was like drunk and forgot one of the lyrics. I forgot the lyrics to one of the songs.
It's actually funny. The YouTube algorithm recently gave me a Strokes video of like the singer was like they're performing on like a James Corden type show, and the singer's beefing with the drummer during the live performance.
Yeah,
like fuck you. Or there's a song that's like they should die, and he's like looking at. I was like, oh god.
He said something pretty actually clever that maybe I was just tripping. Maybe it was maybe it was like I don't know if it was really clever or not, but. After he forgot the lyrics to a song, like they just stopped for a minute, and I think that they had to like coax the band back on. And then he was like, "All right, only like 11 minutes left or whatever." And he said something like, "No, it says 15. Fuck, 21:52." He's like, "It says 21:52" because they had the like those like digital screens so they could see what time it was and know when this set was ending. And he's like, "It says 21:52." He's just dyslexic. Because they have that song 12:51, and I was like, huh? What? I like did the math. I was like,
not gonna lie, all this went over my head.
Yeah, dude.
Cut it out of the episode. Cut it out of the episode.
No, listen,
all this talk about the Strokes
I'm never cutting shit. You guys understand what live mics are, and you're both adult males. I will not. Also, just not gonna censor anybody.
I like saying cut it out of the episode.
Yeah, dude, you know what I mean? I'm all about positivity, dude.
Dude, that's pretty sick. Dude, you're not censoring anyone.
I slip up. Dude, I like admit a crime or like a deep dark secret, and I'm like, take it out of the episode. You're like, I'm not gonna.
Listen,
I'm not. It's not my job to say.
I'm about freedom, man. I'm not gonna.
About freedom.
I'm all about freedom, expression, and speech. Listen, you said that. We're gonna keep that in. He's just like 4 bodies found at the home of.
Audio still released 3 weeks later. Automatically uploaded.
Like, well, the cops didn't find it because no one listens to this fucking show. Cops couldn't find it for a while, but it's now being admitted as video evidence. Audio evidence.
Yeah.
AV man, AV man.
It's all the same shit.
AV Club.
It's
What's
crazy. What will be the next? Like,
What do you mean?
soon the audio and the video they'll just be one. It won't be separate entities.
No.
You don't think?
In an entertainment content sense, or like in the way we
It's just
Dude,
like
pretty soon it's all gonna be holograms, dude.
it'll be. Yeah, I mean, people will be making their own holograms to avoid losing their holograms.
to like get out of fucking like legal shit. Like they'll have a hologram show up to the fucking. They're like, they got a summons. Just put your phone. There's a table right there.
Pick it up.
Oh no, I don't need it. Just-
Oh, you sure? Because you're
Yeah.
gonna be. I'm gonna say something or anything in the next 3 minutes. You're gonna be like, I looked it up. Like so.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna try not to look it up. I'm gonna try to just
No,
go,
dude.
go.
You can't. It's your nature.
Do as the old people once did. Like, think about it, man. We just had like that's why like
Yeah,
if you
we
think
used to
about-
just
that's
bullshit
why
each
like
other.
racism got to be so big probably in the past because like people were just told shit. And they're like, you know what this guy was telling me? Like,
yeah.
they didn't have anything to look it up on.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, nothing. No people to be like, oh, that's like bullshit.
they're
This
like,
is
yeah, like and they're just basically like, I trust that guy. He like owns the ice cream shop.
yeah. He's always been normal.
That's why he doesn't let those people in.
he's always been normal. He wouldn't just be a hateful
Yeah.
man. Yeah, like he wouldn't just be. I mean, well, that's all it really is like just no information. Like a very lack of information. You can't like live in like a regular area and still be like super fucking racist, because it's like, oh, like it's like, well, I guess you fucking can.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
there's someone out there
I guess you
who's
fucking
listening. Like, let me watch you.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah.
watch me try it. Yeah.
Just some guy in the subway, like fucking dirty pieces of shit.
Hey, what's up,
I don't know.
Williamsburg?
I guess what I mean is like you can't
N-word.
interact with like a certain amount of like people from other cultures and still be. I guess you fucking can, huh?
I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can just get angry and angry.
You can just hold that shit in
still
your heart
can.
forever. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's the power.
Yeah, that's the power. of being
Power
a-
of hate.
But I just feel like it comes from like an ignorance deep down where it's just like it's all the same shit. It's just people got a little different flavor. Fucking there's different cultures, but people essentially want the same shit.
You
Big
can't-
dicks.
This is Preach Radio. Yeah, big dicks.
Can't
They all
love
just want
everybody.
and no matter what, culture to culture to culture.
Dude.
We all just want a fat
Yeah,
cock.
I actually would really kind of appreciate a culture that's just like, now the smallest shit is the humbling shit. Like, the small dicks,
Yeah,
Is there
man.
any-
they actually make better
Is there
babies.
any cultures out there that's like, yo, we want a nice little beep?
Yeah.
Well, all
Like a
those
nice-
old Greek statues we love so much have little tiny penises.
Well, that's
They're
because they were
modest.
modest. Yeah, they weren't
Yeah.
like
That's
I'm
exactly
not gonna,
what Russ is
they're like,
saying.
I'm not gonna fluff up real
Russ,
quick.
you're a
But I
classical.
mean, like,
you're just a classical
think-
man.
I just
just
mean
think-
like a modern culture. Like
No.
that's like back then.
But I mean, I just think the idea of like,
Like-
I just think the idea of a fluffer just wasn't like they didn't know.
But sometimes I
Just
wonder.
like a
Or
Da
not
Vinci,
even
he's like
that.
fluff yourself
Not
a little
even
bit.
that. It could have just been like it is like essentially art. So they could the fucking the chiseler could have been just a fucking hating ass nigga. Like he could have just been
He could've
like,
been hating.
Chiselers
Yeah.
are well
like, man,
known.
fuck out of here.
Chiselers are well known small dick
True.
havers.
You're like, I ain't fucking chiseling no nigga dick
Yeah.
vein. Fuck that.
Well, it's also funny that maybe just
Yeah.
like their culture is like you can be. It's like nude beach culture. Like, yeah, feel free, get naked, do what you gotta do, but don't have a fucking boner. Come
Yeah,
on,
like,
you fucking. This is not a fucking
imagine-
orgy beach.
Not a
We're just
fucking
fucking
meetup.
getting like smooth, even tans out
Imagine
here.
all of those statues had rock hard boners.
yeah, that's what I mean.
Like,
It'd be
but they were
weird.
broken
If
off.
they
They were
had
broken
ro-
off.
Yeah, yeah.
And they had rock hard
So you
boners.
just see
Yeah.
thick. You see a thick base.
Just the trunk.
Yeah.
We have remnants of those statues now. If they had rock hard boners, those Nazis would have destroyed them. Our army would have destroyed them. There would be like closeted World War II soldiers who like their grandkids would be finding the
Like
the
old-
marble cock that they
Yeah.
took,
Yeah,
and they're
yeah.
like,
Cock of the
it
statue
smells
of
like
David.
shit. They're like, oh my god, my grandpa used to put this up his ass. There'd probably be like stories that like, yeah, this former actor who went to the service was found dead with a concrete dildo.
Dude, that's what I mean. It's a shame. Thinking about how many fucking grandpas, just if they were allowed to be gay back then, would have just been like, how many grandkids would not exist? How many of those
I don't
kids,
know. I feel like
how many of those kids just wouldn't be a thing?
we, dude, God, you know it's
If you
funny.
didn't come home from
if-
World War II and left behind a child somewhere,
Yeah.
you're gay.
Yeah,
You're
dude.
gay. Confirmed.
Dude, yeah.
If you had your kids after you came home from
Not
the war,
even, dude. Yeah, you come home from World War II and you fucking were just insane. I've been reading these like fucking, dude. I this like book of like J.D. Salinger's like fucking like kind of short stories or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And like I kind of do like, and he might have had his own little fucking like tinge on what the fuck was happening. But
I
like
like him.
his like ideas of like what was happening in the post war was just like, okay, every guy that came home was in the war, and they all came back damaged as fuck. Like you know, like
yeah.
there's that one story about the fucking banana fish or whatever, where the guy's like, you know, he's just like on the beach, like fucking wrapped up in a bath towel, just talking to a little girl, and then he just like goes home and shoots himself, like just weird shit like that, or like you read it?
I've
Dude,
heard of the name
It's
of the.
fucking it's pretty cool. But like that, and then you know, but like it's like all the men are all fucked up and damaged, but all the women are just like have like super like living very lavish lives where they're just in like very nice cars and homes and shit, and like you know, because I guess like you know his idea in his head, or I guess the reality, I don't fucking know, was like they're just like hanging out at home just while all these guys were just like in the meat grinder in fucking Europe, you know, like.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I assume that's like his idea of like fucking you know post-war life, but it is like you know. Because you never think about it. You never like, well, at least I never fucking think about post-war life that era. But I mean, to that extent. But
It sounds like everyone's like broke.
Yeah, it sounds interesting to like see that kind of like. Well, yeah, that's what I mean. He doesn't like. Well, I guess like the stories I've read and that fucking recently, like it seems like he's not really focused on like working class life as much as he's like that kind of like upper middle, like you know, still extant like middle class or even wealthy, like you know.
Yeah, yeah. I don't doubt that there's probably a lot of wealth disparities that occurred after World War II because of families losing their boys and family units being dwindling. I mean, I think, dude,
all those
to this day,
dads out there.
My grandma has a brother that died in World War II who they talk about to this day. His name was Bud, and he died. He was a pilot, and he died. He was 18, and her and my great aunts, they would talk about Bud as if he literally was this like golden star. And it's sad, but it's like, dude, like who knows? Like Bud could have like gone on to be like very successful. You know,
Buck Angel.
Yeah, he could have gone on to be the first. My great uncle who died in World War II could have been like the first great gay porn star. Going to the Supreme Court. He's like, "Hey, Doc, I fuck girls, but I like to get fucked on the ass on screen." And they're like, "What sexual fluidity? What's that?"
Had an experience in World War One.
He's just like, "It's business, baby. It's business. You all against the communism? I'm all about that. Like, fuck that communism shit."
He's like, they're like, "Oh, that's all we need to hear. Doom, case closed. That's all. As long as you're not, like, they're fine. Whatever goes. Whatever you need to do to not be." Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, communism. Looking back on it, it does seem like, if they had like some better like people associated with it, it could have made it.
If
really
they had
good.
a better marketing, they had better PR. It seemed like it would have gone over well.
Yeah, because it seems like all the actors have, not all, but a lot had like some kind of like, oh, we have a little interest in it, like because they get caught going to this meeting.
Oh, that communism. The Hollywood communists.
Well, I'm just saying that as in general, as like how they saw it. Like it got so demonized. Like I feel like it's kind of demonized now, but like
kind of. What do you mean kind of?
People are losing careers over it. People are losing their contracts.
Well, there's not that many big people
over supporting Bernie Sanders.
Well, that's like different. There's not that's not full on like you know what I mean? There's only like Boots Riley has straight up been like, I'm a fucking communist. Like he's like, don't.
You're not wrong.
Yeah. Like, that's the only person I can think of that's like I'm with it. Like
he's like, we're communists anarcho-rap. Like I once heard him like describe that on like NPR.
Communists on what?
Communist anarcho-rap.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but he's like,
that's the guy that made
fuck it.
Sorry to Bother You.
Yeah.
And you can tell the fucking movie's about like a fucking workplace organizing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, that's the thing. That's what's so also funny sometimes. But you think about all these great ideas and free speech movements that come out of like the Bay Area, and now it's just like companies that are limiting speech, creating apps that make us not talk. Like,
yeah. I mean, that's why it can be on the apps. Just talk to the people around you, folks. Folks, just create communities within your reach. It's a lot easier to be close to people that are close to you.
Yeah.
Just you live in communities. Go reach out. Be a part of a thing.
I, for one, spend time. I travel. I go visit two friends, and it's the only time I ever communicate with anyone. We recorded and sell it on the internet.
I just sit in the box in my room. Ha ha ha! Laughing at fucking videos. Ha 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 ha!
Oh my god!
Write this down.
Fuck it.
That's.
Yeah, we're smoking crack in here.
Hitting hot rock.
Hot rock.
Got ready.
There's got to be a crack podcast, right?
There's gotta be. There's gotta be. We're just like,
Hey guys, what's up? So we're smoking some Colombian Gold. Got
yeah.
They got an episode like, hey, so
Oh, they're like
our co-host Ben is not gonna be here. His crack has some Fenny in it.
Yeah.
7-hour episodes.
Eric's out this week. He OD'd again. He's not dead. He's okay. he's okay. He's just gonna take a little bit of break.
Yeah, see, I've heard of like there was a heroin addiction podcast that was popular.
that makes more sense.
But like, yeah, the crack. See, like the crack addict lifestyle seems like you could be a full working carpenter making nice $1 million homes and be a full blown crack addict.
Dude, well, yeah, if you're
the heroin thing doesn't seem like
if you're like a heroin thing, you're kind of just like a slow boiling, like fucking like catastrophe. You know, it's like lava oozing down the side of a mountain. It won't like. You can like kind of get away from it, but like crack is like you're a comet, baby.
Yeah.
Like you fucking bing. Like,
yeah,
you know, like,
I actually
like
get
the
it.
inciting incident happens way faster. With
Nodding
crack.
out
like,
is like more of a appeal because you're like, oh, you're sleeping. Like,
yeah.
You're high while sleeping. You finally did it. You can get fucked up while you're sleeping. Dude, yeah, heroin is the best. I get it. Opiate epidemic. No, we're having a fucking opiate good time, it seems like.
Dude, yeah, people just having fun.
If I could have one wish,
A lot of cool dudes.
I would be as fucked up while I was asleep as I was when I was awake.
And they're like,
most fucked up.
And doctors like 100 years ago, like, oh, we got you.
yeah.
Come into my den.
Like, looking around, yo, I got you, dude.
And it is a shame because opium is such a cool word that you almost like a car brand is like, why didn't we think of that first?
Yeah.
Like Ford wanted
That's
to
like
name
a-
them the like opium, but they're like, come on, stick with your
Ford
name.
opium.
Yeah, the Ford Opium. That's like a club or a DJ name.
Yeah.
DJ Opium.
DJ Opium.
Yeah.
Playing the slowest
Nah.
hits.
Then when he dies, it's gonna be one of those things where when he ODs, people are like, well,
Yeah.
it's like Paul Walker.
Yeah.
Oh.
He had to go
Paul
fast.
Walker.
that
how did
motherfucker
you- how did you
literally-
want him to die?
Yeah, like that's the thing.
car,
Like in the
that's
car,
crazy.
like-
He was really about that life.
I was like,
Niggas thought,
method
niggas thought it was
acting or-
sweet.
car,
Yeah.
like
Niggas really thought it was sweet. He was about that life.
they
Like, he was
literally
like-
should be a warning before all those movies. Like, yo, like
don't.
this movies are fun. This lifestyle is sick, but you can get killed.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Paul Walker.
They're like, do not try to even drift. No less fucking drive
Wait.
your car from one building to another
in any
building.
movie,
You like crashed in a parking lot.
in any movie, has anyone in any of the movies? Do you think anyone's ever driven their car, skid off the road, and actually crashed to death?
In the movies?
Yeah,
No.
unless they like.
It strikes me as safe
See, I
production.
think so.
It strikes me as a safe production. I feel like you would have heard about it.
No, I don't mean on set. I mean in the film, in the universe.
Oh, in the
'Cause, like,
universe? Yeah. No. No one has ever
Right?
fucked that. Yeah.
Those were like R.I.P. to him. He was like on an exit ramp, going way too fast.
yeah.
It doesn't happen,
Some
dude.
guy brake checked him and he swirled out in the fucking
Yeah.
He swirled out
Yeah.
in the fucking highway and ran into a fucking median. Yeah, like no.
And if they
that's-
did, it was some epic, like the bad guy careened off of a cliff.
yeah,
type of
yeah,
shit.
and his cliff also exactly. Yeah, that's it. But yeah, no one ever fucks up driving.
I wonder.
I don't know.
I mean-
some men die all the time. It's just not.
No, we're
always
talking
things-
about in the universe.
Oh.
Like in the
yeah.
Oh wait, yeah. Has no one died of a car accident? Fast and Furious.
No one's ever
Okay,
crashed.
That's like totally went over my head. I was thinking of
Look at you.
something.
You're looking for the info, dude. I'm telling you.
But now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, that actually is a real like a morale kill of
okay,
the story.
yeah.
If all of a sudden it's
Imagine-
like,
Oh,
we
shit.
killed off Michelle Rodriguez's character. She got hit by a drunk driver.
yeah, exactly. It's like, wow, he was just going too fast.
Yeah.
Man.
they
Like,
did kill her, but then she came back. But she killed her because she got like
Well,
exploded by a tank or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was like,
yeah.
she could survive
Or
the
she
fire,
got murked.
but she won't survive a drunk driver. It's
No.
like they get a
No one can survive a
Las
97
Vegas
Taurus. Come on.
Raider wide receiver drunk behind the wheel, driving 120 miles per hour, just killing Michelle Rodriguez after she just had this like emotional scene with Vin Diesel. Like she's like, you know, I'm always gonna be hitting drive for you, bruh.
yeah.
I'll always shift to drive for you. Like, you know, it's stick drive. The
And you
shift.
see her nice, like American muscle car just get T-boned by a fucking black Suburban. Like,
Yo,
oh shit!
Yeah, the player comes out
He's
totally
ejected.
fine.
Yeah.
He's like, ah, fuck.
Yeah, he's absolutely ejected, but he's fine from just repeated concussive blows to the body. He's just like,
Dude.
oh shit.
He
pops
shakes it
out.
off.
He's like, oh, the car's just crushed. Like, it explodes. The car, he runs it over, and then his car explodes. And that's how they can be like, in 2 movies when they bring it back, she's like, I crawled out of that. I never thought I'd walk again after I crawled out. I away from that fucking. Why am I doing like a fucking
She's always
Steven Seagal? Yeah. I
she's,
crawled out of that accident.
yeah, she
never
has always
thought I'd
got
be
like a. Seems like she's just gotten a fight.
Michelle
Offset.
Rodriguez.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, she does have like a what do you call it? What's the word I'm looking for? You know words. You're a word guy.
I don't know.
Raspy. She got a
Yeah.
raspy voice.
So what's up? Jack?
See,
That's her on Lost. Yeah, she
I
just has
forgot
that
she was
attitude
on-
like, I'm Michelle Rodriguez. I'm on Lost now. You're gonna hate me.
Yeah, when
It's
did that
actually.
happen?
I'm now
When did
curious.
that happen? I
if
forgot.
she's of like a spawn of someone famous. I'm like, she is such
She's in too much
a
shit. yeah.
troubling like personal life. I'm like, who's
Yes.
bailing her out?
Look shit up.
Look shit up. Look shit up.
No, she's just
Look shit up.
up.
Don't get distracted by the
she's literally just an
controversies.
army brat. Like who?
Oh really?
who
Who's
is,
Oh,
like,
that's it. That's
grown-
why she's like,
grown to be
Okay,
an
we're
actress.
walking into the jungle.
But I'm just
I'm
like
in
all her
charge.
personal life stuff. I guess she's just in Fast and Furious. There's not really anything like. There's nothing else
She'd be
that
in
I'm really
other action
associating
shit.
with. Yeah, I know, but
she
like
was in like 4 out of the 7
I'm
Resident
like,
Evil
how does
movies.
she keep getting jobs? It's like no, they just keep
She's
making
like-
Fast and Furious.
She's one of the
films.
last action ladies, dude.
Yeah,
she
I know
is
that
in it.
isn't like
She's barely an
WWE.
action lady. I've never
I'm
really
pretty
seen
sure
her.
she is. She did join the Expendables. Like
Oh
she's in
yeah,
like the
she's
most recent one.
she's.
that makes
Oh my
sense.
god.
Yeah,
that-
they need action ladies, dude.
Um.
Shout out all my past action ladies.
Yeah, dude. I like action ladies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're really now the action ladies feel like they're all like wrestlers, like Becky Lynch of WWE.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
She's
They
gonna be
gotta
like
get
the Marvel
somebody-
films.
Oh Jesus Christ! Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that makes sense though. She's like somewhat imposing.
Get some fighters.
she's Irish.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just like
That's also
she's
funny,
European and she can jump.
She
Mhm.
kicks.
Yeah, yeah.
She can jump and kick and punch.
and kick or punch, dude. You know what I mean? That's rare.
Yeah,
And act.
I actually know someone who
Yeah.
I knew when I knew her, she was an actress, but now she lives in Atlanta as a stunt woman.
Mm-hmm.
And it is kind of crazy because it's like she was just like all of a sudden posting, didn't have like a social media presence, also was posting pics, and she was in very good shape. I was like, whoa, what? Like, what are you like? I was expecting her next picture to be like fully bronzed out.
Yeah,
be like,
yeah.
Yes, I got third today. Or-
Yeah.
and then no, it was like
placed.
she was in Hawkeye as like a.
Oh, like an extra, like
She-
not extra, but you
she
know,
does. Yeah, she does like
like
coordinated
a couple
stunts.
episodes.
And
oh,
now
like a
she's
stunt?
she's
Okay.
in the she was in the Scarlett Johansson one.
Yeah, dude. Shout out
Black-
action
and I'm
ladies.
like, damn, like that is just like a career I totally forgot. Like,
Yeah, being
and I
like
only
a stunt
associate
woman.
with like the big action movies, but really anything could be like
Mhm.
small could be needed of
Yeah,
a stunt.
sometimes they don't want like Rashida Jones to have to fall over.
Yeah, yeah.
You know
Oh
what
my
I mean?
god.
Like-
There's a legendary substitute teacher in my school district who's
Legend.
a little over. Like, he's
Legendary.
less than 5 feet tall.
Oh
and,
whoa.
and so he's
Short king.
noticeable. People
Got
go,
his ass.
"Oh, hey, Mr. J," and
Lil J.
Outed him.
is it,
Outed him as a short. Outed him as a short
I didn't
king.
say his
Outed
name.
him as a short king.
I didn't say his name, but it is a J.
You were outing him as a short
It is
king.
a J.
Lil
So
J.
anyway, then he like tells the kids because they're like, "Oh, look, it's Mr. J, the small sub." He was telling about like,
Oh, he's a
I'm also a stunt man, and he's been the stunt man for like the little Bruce Wayne in like the Gotham show.
Yes,
he's like for
dude.
kids.
Yes,
They need somebody to
that's amazing.
ragdoll every once in a while, like
Yeah,
when a kid
yeah.
gets like picked up or something.
Yeah, they probably can't like
That's sick. But then people make fun of him for that too, because it's equally like that's even better.
That is the most hilarious thing.
It's so funny.
Oh yeah, I'm an actor. Oh wow, cool. I play a child on TV. Like
Yeah, so you can
that's
see
like-
my credits as
that
young
is a-
Bruce
yeah,
Wayne.
Yeah. That is a fucking like. I wouldn't tell people that.
Hey, you
even.
see me? I'm one of the Stranger
I'm
Things
sure.
kids.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what Vern,
He's
I'm a
11.
stunt double for Finn. Yeah.
Vern Troyer was just probably playing babies that got thrown. Thrown baby number 2 in like
yeah.
some Dennis Rodman action film.
Yeah, dude. It's probably hard to get a kid for a fucking movie.
Some, yeah. I mean that in film school, one of the first things that they'll tell you, well, at least at Rutgers, I've heard other schools have said this. They've been like,
No kids.
no kids, no animals.
Yeah,
Like for a
yeah.
first film, don't
Yeah,
deal with
never,
kids, don't
dude.
deal with
That's
animals.
fucking nuts. Yeah.
Unless you got a kid.
Unless, I think
I got a perfect part for you.
I got.
I know. I'm thinking there's like, because it's Rutgers, there's like a girl like, I have a 12-year-old son who I've been trying to make an actor.
yeah. Just exactly, just some adult. Like,
Yeah. It could have been, but no.
I'm living my dream. I divorced from my husband, and now I'm gonna make a film.
Yeah, it's funny because I feel like a lot of like wrestlers are former stuntmen or like they didn't get there. There's that guy William Spencer. He's a very successful stuntman.
Yeah,
And when we were in high school, he had like a popular skateboarding YouTube video where he kind of just did like stuntman stuff involving a skateboard. Now he's always the Spider-Man.
Oh, see this one.
He's always like since Andrew Garfield started.
Wow.
He's always
a stunt double
Spider-Man.
for Andrew Garfield.
And now,
That's so
Tom
funny.
Holland.
He knows, like,
Different.
no, Andrew lands like this.
Yeah.
MCU Spidey.
Damn, that's rough. He's got a fucking. I mean, good for him though. He's fucking, living that life. That's cool. Who would have thought that this, like, Zoomy is wearing a looking guy?
Yeah. He's kind of still kind of cringy.
Yeah. Who would have thought that this, like, Zoomy Spencer's guy would, like, fucking, work his way up to Hollywood from just doing, like,
He's like doing tightrope shit with skateboarding now. I'm like,
doing a bunch of shit that if he went to the Brooklyn Banks doing that, kids would fucking stab you.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, he's from Colorado. I'm like, that's
yeah.
some mountain boy shit.
yeah.
Do that trying to avoid a hailstorm.
Who would have thought?
Yeah.
This man. But I like it though. I did like that part when I was young. I was like, dude, this guy's like
Yeah. It was different.
It was like that and like with that Rodney Mullen part, like that came out, that was like still kind of like early internet, early YouTube, like kind of like starting to circulate and shit. And it's just like, dude, whoa.
Man,
These guys are like different. Like,
you know what I was thinking about when we think about early YouTube? Only because someone else brought it up to me. That the guy who made that shoes.
Oh yeah.
Like,
What is he
some
doing?
shit.
Did he get
I don't know,
Did he
but
get canceled yet?
you know, like, yeah, when they get like real desperate, they're just gonna end up suing YouTube. Like, listen, I was one of your first stars, and you gave this shit away to like makeup tutorial people.
Yeah. ASMR bullshit, whatever the fuck that is.
Like, yeah, we found a
I was making jokes. Yeah.
a cool guy who is like a former Google millionaire who's a YouTuber, and he has this whole thing like my child was kidnapped and shit, and then when you read the comics, it's just like, oh no, it's like it's a child.
yeah.
It's like he won't pay child support.
Yeah.
Like these guys are bullshitter.
Yeah. I love that.
And
he was like my child was kidnapped, my wife left me, and I lost my job. And I was like, okay, that's a very
Hard follow.
That's a very like elegant way of saying you didn't pay child support. So your wife divorced you, and then you got fired for not paying child support. Like,
Yeah.
That's an extremely elegant way of putting that, and I gotta commend them for like.
I will say he had a lot of fun
for keeping
videos
dudes up top.
where he's like, this is like 2 months ago. This is why Russia is okay with like it's okay for Russia to invade Ukraine, and then like 2 weeks after that, like I was totally wrong about the situation.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
But
like-
and then he's got one that's like,
And he's also like
Defend-
just like some guy. He doesn't need to be like he's like some programmer or something like
Yeah.
that. Something weird, like something that's like all right, kind of cool, but like actually who
He's
cares?
just like seems like
you don't need to,
asshole.
you don't need to have a media persona whatsoever. Like
no personality. Yeah, we found because I was trying to find people who were pro Amber Heard.
Oh yeah.
And we found, and he has like a thing like why Amber's right, and it's like 2 weeks later, like Johnny needs to stay away from her.
dude, this guy rules. He just like pushes up his YouTube videos, like just stream it and then like let that shit. I don't know. Let it flow through the fucking passage of time. All right, none of this shit will get remembered in a couple weeks anyway.
Yeah,
You know.
but shout out to all the live streamers. People are doing great things with the live stream. And whether you be on Twitch, on YouTube, it seems like people are doing a lot of cool things.
Doing a lot of very interesting things.
Very life-changing events being Twitch streamed.
yeah.
That's a good way to put it. Until these,
like the Twitch stream where that girl just sucking dick on. Did you see that? Apparently this week there was just some girl who was just like sucking dick
And
on Twitch. I didn't see the clip.
What's it? Everyone
That
watching
that
just
would
like,
happen
yo,
constantly.
let's just not
Why is
say
that-
anything. Let's keep it going.
Yeah,
Why is that
yeah.
news?
That does seem like
Huh?
something that would
People
happen.
aren't sucking dick on Twitch all the time.
No. Twitch isn't like you got to keep it kind of clean.
Yeah, because they're
And
owned by
kinda
Amazon.
Clean,
Yeah, but
kind of
like-
clean. It's like very ambiguous what you're allowed to do. Like you're allowed to like sit in a bathtub and wear a bikini and like
Can't show your dick.
lick into like an ear, like an ASMR, like ear thing that like comes out of your foot. You're allowed to do really weird shit like that, but you can't like you can like show your feet. You can do like
you're like panting into the microphone.
you can like
I'm just
You're
like
thinking
I'm
so
really
hard
thinking, I'm
over
like,
there.
yeah. How has this not really been news before?
yeah, you can like show your feet. You can like you can do all types of weird shit, but you can't just like be like sucking dick on.
I know, but like, I could just go on Twitch right now, right?
Yeah.
So people must just open Twitch and start sucking dick like all the time. They gotta have bots for this.
I feel like something catches it. You know what I mean? I feel like something catches yeah.
Okay, so one person got away with it, and I guess it's
Oh,
big
not got
news.
away. That shit's gone. It was like clipped immediately, and then people like. But yeah, it's just like, how does this like?
I'm
you
just
know what
surprised that that's.
I mean? It's just one of those things
noteworthy.
where it's just like, it is like it doesn't just happen all the fucking time. I guess it probably does. Now that you mention it, there's probably someone on Twitch every hour.
Was it someone
every
important?
10 minutes? Like I don't know. This
Maybe
fucking
like it was someone who
Dude, I
already
don't-
had mad
dude,
viewers.
I don't follow these people. I don't follow anyone.
Hey guys, for 10,000 for finally making it to 10,000.
yeah.
Already, I'm finally gonna suck a dick
Yeah,
live
yeah.
on Twitch for the first time. The first time 10,000 people have seen someone sucking a dick live on Twitch.
Yeah. That's No, I don't even know if it was like that. I feel like it was like, and that's the thing is like,
That's
I feel like it
groundbreaking.
was like to like 500 people, which is like, maybe don't, you know what I mean? Maybe wait. Like,
This gets to 500. I'm reporting it.
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
PTA.
I wonder. I'm thinking now because I was just trying to see if there was an article about it, but of course it
Oh,
literally
it's not gonna what?
there was just like other times.
Other times it happened.
It seems like a lot of like they forgot to turn off the camera, and then I started.
no, it was extremely intentional.
I started thinking like, oh, that's just like a genre in itself. Like, I forgot to turn off the camera. I'm now gonna be super bad. Like, where's that horse dildo?
Dude, yeah. I was gonna say it wasn't like, that.
ridiculous. Like,
It was like that was the activity. Like, it
yeah, no,
wasn't like-
I'm sure with
But
that. Like,
I'm on Twitch,
the way
yeah.
you said it, but then when I saw that, I'm like, oh my god, that's a whole genre. Like, oh my god, you guys are all watching.
Like,
Like
Oh,
occasionally
no.
peeking at the
Oh,
camera,
yeah.
just making sure like the
Oh my
fucking prizes are
God.
coming in or whatever.
yeah,
Getting enough tokens.
yeah.
3 more tokens.
Oh god, thanks for all the tokens, guys. And now I have video footage of a live shooting.
yeah, here you go. That's for making it 200 tokens.
She's like, all right, guys, there's a live shooting down the street from my house.
It's like she like pulls her panties down, but the video comes out of like 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 the green screen comes out of the center of the image and like fills up the screen. Like there you go.
So like combining two Twitch elements of someone like sitting in a hot like a bathtub, bubbles on her titties, but she's like at an active shooting.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
there's a shooting going
Over
on. in
here
that
live.
building.
Yeah. Just inside of exactly.
She's on one of those things where like 4 buff dudes carry you around on their shoulders
Yeah.
in a bathtub.
The comments like, yo, I hope you're all right. You're so hot.
Yeah. She's got like the fucking
like-
like the streamer lights and shit in the back.
Oh god, she has to use the circle light to like protect herself.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Let's get some hearts in the chat
Ring light.
for those who are running by survivors.
You guys?
So I think he just killed my neighbor, but I think the police are here, so we're good. So yeah, like and subscribe. I'll let you know.
No man, that's the Google search I really don't have to make later. Just being like, all right, how many active shootings have been caught in someone's like fucking OnlyFans camera or something?
Oh my god.
They're live fucking like yeah.
Well, there was a YouTube video that went viral where it was like two fat asses doing like a food review. They're like, oh yeah, we're eating all this chicken fingers and shit. And apparently, and you can hear like somewhat muffled screams in the background.
Yeah.
Apparently, yeah, there's a lady, their next door neighbor is getting stabbed to death.
Whoa.
And there's just like, ah! and they're like, "Oh my god, the chicken's got just like fucking fat." These guys were literally so enamored by food, and they were both big guys that they couldn't even recognize that someone was getting murdered.
That's fucking amazing. But all right, okay. Actually, I'll shoot him some bail. What the fuck do you expect him to do? The amount of
Probably
time it
just
was
like,
taking him.
yeah, I
to,
guess you're right.
The amount of time it was taking him to get up and what? Also get stabbed to death.
Oh yeah, they've just been eating food all day too, so they're like, oh wait, oh, let me sit down before we open the door. Should we just call 911? Yeah, just call 911.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh wait, I don't hear it anymore. So
maybe it stopped.
it stopped, and then they don't see their neighbor for days.
Yeah. They're just like, something smells weird, but we're gonna keep doing reviews.
Oh, dude, something smells weird. Oh yeah, finding a dead body.
I just looked at a list of all the deaths in the Fast and Furious franchise.
And all of them, it's all like plain.
Oh no! By the end of it, yes, but the first like 30 deaths are
A car?
Number one, Dom's father killed in a car crash. That's like a pivotal. I'm pretty sure that's like the foundation of his
Yeah, I guess-
obsession with family.
That is the yeah.
It's like his dad's car.
is the
We don't know
first.
anything about this shit. Someone got shot, another person got shot, and then in two,
Yeah, dude, no, it's barely any car crashes.
car crash. 2 people died in number
Yeah,
two.
but okay, are they like villain?
Driver
Is
one,
it
driver one, and driver two.
No, that's
Yeah.
bullshit. That's bullshit.
not Bow-
In
is that how
those
they
car
killed out
crashes, yeah.
Bow Wow?
In those car crashes, yeah, exactly, yeah.
3 people died in a car crash in Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. That was it. One of them was a named character.
Bow Wow probably. Like, how to make sure he doesn't get
Dude, you know Bow Wow's name in those movies?
like
In that movie, actually, it was one. He was only in one.
what?
It was Twink.
No way.
Yeah.
Just look at Fast and Furious 4.
Yeah, it's actually really great. Alex killed in car crash. 6 henchmen killed in car crashes.
Dude, no, henchmen don't count.
Rammed into rocks. 5 henchmen killed in car crashes. Henchmen thrown out of the car by Dom, then ran over.
Yeah, that,
8 henchmen crushed by debris, and then
there we go.
Phoenix Calderon
Big
T-boned
bad.
by Dom in revenge for killing Letty.
Wow.
That whoever came in the fourth one
I
was
only know
like
Dominus.
henchman, and
Hench-
more,
yeah,
more,
henchmen.
more.
But that's what I mean. No innocent
minions.
people. No innocent people got killed. It was just henches.
I'm sure one of those henchmen was like a new guy. He's like,
Yeah,
he's
he's
so
like-
unsure of this
He's like,
crime
I
shit.
really know what I was getting, I really know what I was getting
Yeah.
into, man.
He has a nice like wife and
I just know
kids.
this guy's putting a bucket of rats in this guy's stomach. And I just don't want to be a part of this shit.
Yeah. That's yeah, like that's the thing. Like, what? Like, are the bad guys in Fast and Furious like? We would love you to just follow the speed limit.
Yeah.
You guys are going too fast.
I feel like they never were like the cops are after us. Was that The Rock? That's The Rock one.
Well, I thought Paul Walker's character was like an undercover cop,
oh yeah, they
gave up on
They
that, I think.
tried
and then
to
they
do,
gave it up. They're all like,
Let's just have fun.
Yeah,
we're out here driving guys.
the
Yeah,
cop thing brings a little.
They tried to do like intrigue in the first like maybe 2, but then they're like, it's bullshit. By 3, they lost
They're
the
like,
thread.
that's why they're like, we're just bringing back dead characters. Like, they're like, remember the cop
It
thing?
doesn't matter.
We're all just kind of like doing our own thing.
yeah. Like I don't think any
We
of
got
them.
The Rock now. He's like a cop,
Yeah,
right?
none of them were
character-
no, because there's been I feel like no, I don't even know.
What I thought the
We saw the
Saw
we-
Hobbs and Shaw,
but I
for
don't
fun.
remember.
one. I know
He's
that
that was
like
it.
an
He
agent.
did that, and then
so
it was
he's
over.
a cop.
He's like a FBI. He's some kind of law
He's a
enforcement.
super cop.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a big bad motherfucker though.
He's like a guy whose position does not actually exist.
well, that's it, yeah, he's like-
motorcycle
he's
cool guy.
a motorcycle cool cop who has like unlimited jurisdiction.
Like,
Yeah.
they only make him a cop. They're like, he will only do things for the good because
Yeah.
he's a cop.
yeah, he
He
carries.
will never do anything bad
Yeah.
because he's a cop.
Oh, it's the special designation of type of cop who will only do good.
They're like that.
He
that's-
carries his own weapons and it's like grenades and
Yeah.
shit and like rifles. There's like crazy shit you're not allowed to fucking have. Like
Yeah.
he's like, yeah, he only shoots the Desert Eagle. It's like no one shoots that fucking gun, dude. It's comically large.
Hey, you know.
It's not. It's
He's
not
like-
a thing.
He's like, I shoot this because my dick is small.
yeah. I guess he's got a strong base, The Rock. Oh, Dwayne. I guess he got a strong base.
Dwayne.
Oh, dude, I was watching some.
Dwayne's dick.
I was in some like restaurant with someone.
love to see that.
And there was like on the TV, there was like I didn't know what the fuck it was because it was like I was like, oh, The Rock's in like some sort of like what do you call it? Like sitcom or whatever. It was like sitcom shot or whatever. I was like, what
Oh,
the fuck is this? Like,
yeah.
what's happening? And like there was like flashback shit, and I was like, dude, is this actually fucking Young Rock? Are they playing this shit in this fucking restaurant right now?
Yeah,
Am I actually
literally,
witnessing Young Rock?
Yeah.
Dude, it's like on the second season. Like, what the fuck is television anymore?
And you
Yeah.
know what? They use it, at least right now. They're using Young Rock to like have secret messages about the next WrestleMania. There's
Really?
like shit where like
Are you kidding?
little Roman Reigns, this popular wrestler Roman Reigns, who's one of the Rock's cousins. He's like they're like watching WrestleMania in the 90s, and Roman's good, and he's like, yeah, and Rock's like, yeah, one day we'll be there, Roman, and it's like, oh, that's what's going down this summer.
One day,
Is this a serious- is this a
WrestleMania
serious
coming
thing, or
up
is
Sunday.
This is
Okay.
100% serious,
Okay.
and I only know this because it was like I came across like a Twitter, wrestling nerdy Twitter post, and I'm like, I'm curious.
All right, well, I guess.
And it's like, oh, wow, Vince.
I guess we're a wrestling podcast now.
Dude,
We're
I
gonna
get
have to-
so many
We're gonna have
gra-
to go downstairs and physically fight the other wrestling podcasts
Yeah, no.
in this house
Nah, I had to.
for the territory.
I got so
Shout
many
out Wrestling
wrestling
Club.
things on my
Yeah.
Twitter because I followed you
Shout out, bro. Shout out, Dan.
and the wrestling podcast downstairs.
Yeah, shout out.
and so I had to unmute. I had to unfollow all kinds of shit.
Mm-hmm,
It was
Yeah.
like once you got on the spam.
We have like an
List.
OnlyFans house, but it's like a podcast.
Yeah, it's like the
lazy
influencer house
Yeah, yeah.
of Storms Ave.
yeah. It's like if a trailer park was an influencer house.
Yeah, people come over here. They're like, "Oh my god, are you recording today?
Mm.
Would you like me to not party or beat my wife outside?"
That sounds like a Trailer Park Boys type thing.
It's like I was gonna stab my wife to death, but I just like if you guys record, I could wait until tomorrow.
They're like, everyone's just like, "Yo, I want to listen to your shit. I'm gonna listen to it," and then they just constantly say that to you, but they never do.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, they're busy. Everyone,
You know, I mean,
everyone in the
sometimes you gotta-
streets really doing a lot.
Sometimes you gotta move dope. I ain't mad. You know?
Hey, I ain't mad.
You gotta make it happen.
We have. It's not an epidemic. We have.
It's
just like
it's a lifestyle.
it's a lifestyle. People are just having fun.
But sometimes you have too much fun, and here in the Crack Podcast, we're sponsored by. Is there even like an anti-crack? Like, you know what I mean? Like, is there like a big
Anti-crack.
anti-crack
The-
drug?
the
'Cause
coffee
you can
industry?
you can do Narcan if you're a heroin guy, but is there like a oh shit, this dude's like he's had way too much crack?
Well, there are great stories about when you mix heroin and like crack or
Great stories.
cocaine, and then like you overdose, and then they hit you with Narcan. It kills out the opiates, but it amplifies
It's just like,
the amphetamine. So yeah, sometimes people get up really quick, and then they kind of like have a mini heart attack because it's just
Oh,
like,
that's a great,
yeah.
oh,
And-
another great
Yeah.
story.
hey man, Narcan. That's why sometimes I recommend the Narcan back tank, like we
Oh,
talked about.
so you just become crank for a while. They give you if you speedball and then you do Narcan, you just be just running down the street.
I know, dude. We had a lot of
I gotta
great
get me hot.
movies about like meth induced characters or like speed induced characters,
Yeah, dude. Like the movie Speed.
like the movie Speed.
A little known fact: both Sandra Bullock and Keanu Reeves were doing Speed the entire time they were making the movie Speed. They didn't stop production for
Blows
one
a
single
line.
second. They never stopped production. On
They
that
never
film.
stopped the bus.
It was
They never
just-
stopped the camera rolling.
Never everything, just one take. It was all just they edited it later, but it was just boom, 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 boom.
Actually,
Dennis Hopper sat in that dark room for 48 hours straight. Most people don't know about that. But
it actually
about that
would
film.
be great if that would be a film I'd be down for them to bring back the original Sandra and Keanu, and maybe like start off there just like on a date. Let's say they've started a family now. Their characters,
Yeah.
and they're like in their old city. I think it's Los Angeles or San Diego, and they're like, why don't we take the bus for old times' sake?
He's really brave. They've been
They're
through
like,
years
yeah,
of
they're
therapy.
And like, no, actually, I take that back. They're in a completely different city, and they're trying to get around. And a local really
All you
insists,
gotta
like,
do
the
is take
best
the
way to really
bus.
see the city
Yeah.
is the bus. And they're like, and they just kind of look at each other like, there's no way that this could happen. On this. Like,
what are the
they're like, we've
odds?
been to years and years of therapy. We've been
Yeah.
really solidified. He's dead.
He's like-
Dennis, the Dennis Hopper guy. They call him the Dennis Hopper guy.
And even if
That guy who looked just like Dennis Hopper.
And even if it does happen, we know how to get
We
through
know
this,
how to get
babe.
through this.
We know how to get through this. He grabs her hand.
And well, then ensues a great film.
This
Yeah,
time the
great
bus
film.
has to go 60, and they're like, "Fuck, we don't know how to do this."
Yeah, and it becomes like everything's a little like cheesier nowadays. They're like, oh my god, we're running out of gas because how expensive the gas prices are.
yeah. It's gotta be like, really super topical.
There's a guy strapped with the bomb strapped to his chest in the driver's seat. He's like, but first, we're gonna listen to my awesome mix. It's in like some corny 80s mix.
Or he's like, he's trying to be like, he's like, do you guys know who Girl Talk is? So yeah, my music's kind of like that. And it's like,
oh no, we have to take a detour. There's a protest ahead.
yes, and there's just a 5 minutes scene of like Keanu and Sandra talking about the thing that they're protesting, like, well, like just trying to find a similar ground.
There's another guy on the bus like, well, this really was going on. You know, yeah.
Y'all crackers driving this bus.
yeah. Y'all driving us to our doom. It's like, whoa, man.
They're like, we are not the bus. Like, and it's like these people all watch the bus driver get killed by someone
there's
else.
somehow just one of every type of person on the bus. There's like a non-binary person. There's like somehow a Native American guy in the bus. There's like
this sounds like Speed on Broadway.
yeah.
Like it's just the interior of the bus.
It's like if you made Speed, but it's also Crash, like the fucking.
Oh, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a great old lady who's probably constantly asking, "Are we at my stop yet?"
The extreme peril of them all about to imminently die in a fiery car crash and bomb explosion is like making them reconcile their racial differences. They're all just like, listen, man, we gotta work this shit out because I don't want to happen with this shit on my soul. We gotta get out of here. Like, always like the super religious guy who's like trying to bring everyone together.
Written by Lin-Manuel.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah.
The kicker, there's no bomb on the bus, and the guy just leaves like, so I'm a Princeton professor.
yeah.
He pulls off his black face mask.
Yeah.
He's like, I just wanted to see what would happen if we put all types of different people, and and then the crowd just beats him to death.
And then
The cops murder him.
Beats him to death. All this shit goes down, mayhem. The cops, kill him, and then all of a sudden, Sandra, Keanu are a nice embrace, and the lady's like, "Oh, finally, we're at my stop." And they're like, and then they laugh, and then Sandra looks at Keanu, he's like, "Next time, let's just Uber."
It turns out the whole thing was one Uber commercial.
All an Uber commercial. All feature-length Uber
Buses have
commercial.
bombs on that.
Don't ever fuck with the bus.
Our drivers won't blow you up.
They'll get your way going. Bomb free.
That actually should be the thing. Everyone on the bus dies except them and the old lady. That's why she just nonchalantly goes, I'm finally at my stop.
It's like free fame.
Yeah. She jumps. She has a walker, but she jumps really high up in the air, clicks her heels.
Oh, man. Yeah, and then the after credits scene, she's now an Uber driver. She's now an Uber driver. And
She just looks directly in the camera and says, that's all, folks.
Peace out, guys. Check us out. Hit us up on Xbox. Everything will be in description. And make sure, if you guys live in New Jersey, to hit me up, send me a message or something. Maybe I'll give you my number if you message me. Come down here to New Jersey and get smoked out for free. And be on YouTube with us. Peace out, guys. And for 420, we smoke like a pound or an ounce on you guys. And it's crazy. All right, peace out. Peace. I'm getting medical marijuana.